Can I divide this number by that number without leaving a remainder? Can I divide this number by that number? That is without leaving a remainder is called the divisibility rule. Okay. Let us see that. There is an easy way to tell. The easy way to tell is by the divisibility rules. We have to use the divisibility rules to tell that. Okay. Divisibility means one whole number. What is a whole number? 1, 2, 3, etc. Any number, negative and positive, total integers, can be divided by another whole number. Whole number is 0 to etc. without leaving a remainder, or to put it in another way, leaving a remainder of 0. That is, if a number divides other number, leaving a remainder of 0, in other ways we can say leaving no remainder, can call it this divisibility. The number is divisible by the other number. What are the rules? Divisibility rules. A number can be divided by 1 if all of the item. Oh, okay. Everything is divisible by 1. Okay. 2, its last digit is even. That is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Its last digit ends in any one of these numbers, then that number is divisible by 2. If it has to be divisible by 3, the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. If it has to be divisible by 4, its last 2 digits viewed as a 2-digit number. Okay, minimum it has to be a 2-digit number, or divisible by 4. It's a single digit number, 4 and 8 alone are divisible. Okay, in a 2-digit number we have to see its last 2 digits are divisible by 4. 5, the number should end in 0 or 5. That means that number is divisible by 5. Whether the number can be divided by 6, if it is even and the sum of its digits is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 6. What is the rule? For to be divisible by 6, the number has to be even, and the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. That is the rule. Okay. 7. If it has to be, a number can be divided by 7 if the original number without the last digit minus 2 into last digit repeated until the difference is 20 or less provides an answer divisible by 7. Okay, this is little tricky. Okay, we will take it up this little later. 8. Its last 3 digits taken together as a 3-digit number are divisible by 8. Okay, a number can be divided by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. Sum of its digits is divisible by 9. A number can be divided by 10 if it ends in 0. A number can be divided by 0 is always undefined. That is, you cannot divide a number by 0. Okay. Can I divide this number by 1? That is the first question, right? Yes, every number can be divided by 1. In fact, the number 1 is quite magical, because when you divide any number by 1, the quotient, that is the answer, is always the number you started with. That is, if you say 328 divided by 1, the answer is the quotient, that is 328 itself. This works in multiplication too. 328 multiplied by 1 equals 328. And this special number magic has a name, the multiplicative identity property. The multiplicative identity property, which we will learn more about later. Remember, because it leaves the identity same without disturbing the number, we call it identity. Okay, we'll talk about it later. Can I divide this number by 2? Any given number. If we ask, can I divide that number by 2? We can say yes if the last digit in the number is even. Look at the last digit in the number. If it is a 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, the number is even and you can divide it by 2. The number is not divisible by 2 if the last digit in the number is odd. That is, look at the number, last digit in the number. If it is a 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9, then the number is odd and you cannot divide it by 2. Is 328 divisible by 2? Yes, because what about 328? Use the rule. What is the rule? The last digit is 328 is 8. That is 8 is an even number. So I know that 328 is divisible by 2. There you can say 328 divided by 2 leaves 164 and the remainder is 0. Is 327 divisible by 2? Use the rule. The last digit in 327 is 7. 7 is an odd number. 7 is an odd number. So I know that 327 is not divisible by 2. Try dividing it. 327. 2 goes 163 times, leaving a remainder 1. Can I divide this number by 3? This is another idea. Yes, if the number of the digits in the number is divisible by 3, then that number can be divided by 3. Look at the three fellas doing a music show. Is 327 divisible by 3? Good question, right? Use the rule. Add the digits of 327 together. 3 plus 2 plus 7. How much it is? 12. Yes. Divide the sum of the digits by 3. Is 12 divisible by 3? Yeah, okay. If you divide 12 by 3, how much you get? 4. There is no remainder left out. That means 3 divides 12 without leaving a remainder. There is no remainder. So I know that 327 is divisible by 3. Simple way of finding it out, right? 327. Then you can divide it. 1 3 is 3 minus 0 2. Then 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Then we get one more number 27. Then 9 times 3 is 27. The remainder is 0. So if it is divisible by 3, sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the whole number is divisible by 3, right? Is 329 divisible by 3? Use the rule again. Add the digits of 329 together. 3 plus 2 plus 9, 14. Right? Divide the sum of the digits by 3. 14 divided by 3. How much it is? Remainder is 2. No, yeah, there is a remainder. So I know that 329 is not divisible by 3. You want to divide it and see? 329. Look at this division. The remainder is 2. Therefore, 329 is not divisible by 3. Another question. Can I divide this number by 4? How do I find out if the number is divisible by 4? Yes, you can say that the number is divisible by 4 only if the number formed by the last two digits is divisible by 4. Yikes, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? What is that, right? Ignore all the digits in the number but the last two digits. Look at the last two digits as a number. Can you divide it by 4? Ask this question. Can you divide it by 4? Good. Then you can divide the entire number by 4. If it can be divided by 4, then the entire number can be divided by 4. Okay. Is 327 or 328 divisible by 4? Let's use the rule. The last two digits is 28. Right? Is 28 is divisible by 4? Yes, 28 divided by 4 is 7. Remainder is 0. So I know that 328 is divisible by 4. That is, when I divide 328 and find out, I can see it divides 328 82 times without leaving a remainder. Let's take another number, 327. Use the rule, right? The last two digits in 327 is 27. 27 is not divisible by 4, right? Look, 6, the remainder is 3. So I know that 327 is not divisible by 4. Without dividing the entire thing, we can say that. Still, if you want to try divide and see, you can see 327 divided by 4 gives 81. The remainder is 3. Next question. How do you know if I can divide this number by 5? Ask this question. Can I divide this number by 5? The answer is yes. If the digit in the ones place, the last digit to the right is a 0 or a 5. Guys, you know this is a starfish which has 5 limbs. Cute, huh? So here is an example. Is 325 or 330 or 328 divisible by 5? Use the rule. The last digit in 325 is 5. So I know that 325 is divisible by 5. 325 divided by 5 is 65. And use the rule. The last digit in 330 is 0. So I know that 330 is divisible by 5. Right? 330 divided by 5. If you try dividing it, you know that. So without dividing, we can say 330 and 325 is divisible by 5.